be the sound. Why the hell not? If fun's not in your plan, laugh your way out, take a stand. Live life while you can. Laugh your way out, don't let fear take control. Freak out, remember laughter saves your soul. Laugh your way out, find the joy in every day. If you can't have fun, what's the point anyway?
You know what? It's not even 7 o'clock. I have done nothing except get pregnant by the fucking Bachelor.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, chat. Good to see you guys here. We've got Jay, as always, and then joining us is, hey, Rob. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much under the
all things considered
situation.
Yeah. I have put his link in the chat. Mods, if you want to copy that and post it ever so often, that would be greatly appreciated. Good morning, Bruce. Good to see you. Everyone, hey, French Psycho is here. Got all kinds of people strolling in here. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming in to support Rob and hear about what's going on with him. If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Laura Owens has decided to file an injunction against harassment against Rob because he talked about her.
Basically, yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's very clear.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, look around. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted Rosalind Duke memberships. That's so sweet. If you've received one of those, be sure to say thank you to I Look Around. I appreciate that. And I know that, what did I do? I clicked something. I can't figure out what's happening. I just got 2 views going on. I'm so distracted. Thank you. I Look Around. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just lost focus. Somehow I have a vertical version going, and also, how do I make that go away?
There's a section you can say unview. It's just below the vertical, but StreamYard, using StreamYard, it puts both out there for different people to watch via TV, if you will, or vertical. And I get a lot of complaints too. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like it. Might be easier to make shorts out of, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it. So this was filed on the 20th of January. Am I remembering that correctly?
It was signed by the judge on the 20th. So
okay.
I assume she submitted it to the courts around that time. And I was served on the 26th.
26th.
So just over a little week and a half ago, so to speak. Simple ring of the bell. Did know who the person was. Very polite. Handed me the forms. She explained, I assume you were expecting this. I'm like, no fucking way. I had no idea. Right? I didn't.
Right.
Didn't. I had no idea. So
she never reached out to you.
No, not even once. And we've never communicated in any way, shape, or form ever.
Wow.
Which is a big thing, big point to be made, right?
Right. Now, in these allegations, it's not just, well, the harassment is one thing, but some of the allegations that she has made, do you want to start with, the most ludicrous, or just want to go in order?
We can go in order because they're all just jumbled in my head for the past week.
Okay. So the first one talks about that you're a content creator with no personal, professional, or legal relationship to petitioner, which is true.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. That's true. Despite not knowing her, you have created, curated, and continues to maintain a publicly accessible playlist consisting of more than 1,320 videos focused exclusively on Laura.
And that is not true. The curated, right? So there are other people's streams that I consolidated into a playlist. So there's kind of a central repository on my site.
Gotcha.
Makes sense to me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've got that too. Like, I think I have a playlist called Maricopa that I've just started putting stuff in there when I see videos about craziness in Maricopa
Yeah,
County.
my playlist is called Low Victims, LO. So I
Oh,
don't really call out a name or anything, if you will, right?
right. Okay.
I've been
Okay.
doing it for a long time. It's always been there. So I'm a little surprised, right? The timing of
Mm-hmm.
this injunction against harassment submitted on me, you know?
Hmm. How long have you had your channel?
I was with YouTube since 2013.
Okay.
And I started, you're nervous, you're not sure what to do. Should I do it?
Sure.
This and that. So I started about 2023. And as you know, first few were like, let's just block those. They suck. Right? Just not good yet. But then I started getting into a rhythm, which was really fun. And I was my channel's basically entertaining and providing information. So a lot of my streams are about processes. For example, the DUI case and what happens in a DUI case in the courts in Arizona. So I pull together information and share it. Same
Right.
thing with how the CCMCs go or a trial works. There are those out there too, so it's not just a main focus on one person. Plus the fact that I do a monthly stream on Maricopa County's office, civil alerts, and latest news, the crimes. And
Right.
they put these out. Not everybody gets that or signs up for the newsletter. So I do. And on a monthly basis, I go through those, right? It makes
Mhm.
sense to let people know how people are being handled. We're talking death penalty cases. We're talking about drag racing. We're talking about children, right? All these different things. So I titled it Crimes of All Kinds. So
Gotcha.
there's no reason that Laura would even feel that shouldn't be focused on, right? In this respect, because all crimes, that's what Rachel Mitchell's about. She doesn't want anything to slide through, and she has a great staff dealing with this stuff. Now, I've only met her once, but I also read and watch and see the streams that she puts out in the conferences. So it's quite interesting to me to see her being so adamant about keeping Maricopa citizens safe.
Right. Now you live in the area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I moved from Detroit back in 2011, where I was born and raised, and I came to Arizona, North Phoenix, and lived here ever since. I was a caregiver to my mom for about 15 years prior to and here. She passed, which is a traumatic experience for me.
Sorry.
But thank you. But you live a certain lifestyle when you're actual certified caregiver,
Right.
certified CPR, certified equipment maintenance, right? That kind of thing. And that's one of my concerns, which I don't know the answer to. Are Laura and her mother certified caregivers for their dad, right? For her husband.
Right.
It's a concern of mine because I've said this before, 911 is not a caregiver's first defense. You have to deal with situations as is. So
Yeah.
not to pick on them. I just hope they are certified. See what I'm saying?
Right. It's a question you personally have, but as a a citizen that in the area, what are your thoughts on Rachel Mitchell?
Truly, like I said, I met her once, but I do monitor and watch a lot of the things she does. I have my voting sign behind me, wherever, if I can point correctly. And she's a very nice person as a person.
Okay.
But a very serious county attorney. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
She has a great background. And just in the years I've been here, since she's been reelected this past year, right? She's really hunkered down on criminal and definitely defending her law enforcement who are put in situations where they're hurt or unalived, right? So I like her stance. I like her conferences. I think that and if you ask her a question, she's like on top of it. It's almost weird how she has everything in her head, So I give her kudos for that. And it's a tough role to be in because you're going to get knocked on and you're going to get people that are the haters and that. But I'm very impressed with her ability. And again, I go back to crimes of all kinds.
Yeah.
That's why her investigators followed up on this Laura Owens case, because look what they unraveled.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Took a lot of flack actually, I believe, for
Mhm.
taking so long to make any prosecution of Laura Owens. But I think a lot of that was there was so much to go through that people didn't understand that
Yep.
literally there was thousands of emails and all of the fraud and all of the perjury and everything to go through, that it wasn't like a quick thing. They wanted to make something stick. And if you're going to make something stick, you have to do it the right way. And that's what she did. And it took a long time, and it's a lot of work what she had to do to make sure she had something that would stick. And it wasn't 7 felonies. It turned into 14. All right.
Yeah.
They did the work. And I honestly don't believe they're done yet. I mean, I literally don't. The bankruptcy is going to be a problem. There's more coming.
There's me.
Yeah.
My lawyer is pretty positive about this case. That's all I can say about that. But that's another one that the investigators may look into. Her claims, right? And you've seen the filing, makes you stop and think. But you are correct. There's a lot of investigation, research, people finding them, discussing, capturing, right? Discussions. Also, you may have to travel out of state. Right. That's another issue. We have horses, if you will, in Florida and here in Arizona in their possession, so to speak. You also have, there's no weekly update on Laura from Rachel. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's one of many cases. And I know there was a comment made, I believe, by Laura saying that why don't she spend her time going after, maybe in a Medium article, if I'm not mistaken, go after the real criminals. Well, that's why I keep going back to crimes of all kinds.
Well, and the thing is, when you start to dig around, even with the smallest of crimes, you can unearth other crimes, right?
Yes.
So, define larger crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at the sheer volume of victims, how many is too many, or what makes her offenses less important than other offenses. And so I have a very different opinion about like what do you consider right. Because she's injured people financially, mentally, professionally, and so it becomes a much larger crime at that point, much larger.
And again, we're speaking opinions, right? Comments. There seems to be a pattern. And that pattern is continuing.
Yeah. I mean, some of the allegations are very similar to stuff that she's accused other people of. The forced acts, like the forced pregnancy is not a thing. I mean, like you can't, you can't force, I mean, like the body's going to do what the body's going to do.
Yeah.
Make some. If that were the case, then she would have already, had children.
And I trust you on that because you have the body that would do that.
Used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bakery's closed. But there was. So I'm not going to go into too much of that because I don't like some of the language in there. But I think there was something along the lines of you did it again. Escalated his contact from commentary into direct actionable harassment by directing third parties to impersonate petitioners. Did that happen? Did you encourage people to do that?
That's part of my lawyer's documentation.
Okay.
So I really don't want to speak to that. So they can cause any issues. But at the same time, I use the word embellished. She's so embellished everything, right?
No.
Like, yeah. So
our creative writer, our little creative writer,
right? Shall we say, or ChatGPT influence? But if you take the word "follow" and turn it into surveillance, it takes on a new meaning, right? Much more powerful meaning, almost like any TV show that you've watched, police surveilling. And don't forget, my @ my username is Robert Andre 007 for my mom who loved James Bond.
Yeah.
My mom loved James Bond. So now I'm a spy sleuth, right? Where I'm climbing on sides of walls and stuff, you know? No,
Why not?
that's not the case.
Mission Impossible.
Pardon?
Mission Impossible too.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta love those movies.
Rob popping out of bushes.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with your fedora.
And I don't wear black all the time. So, you know, I do wear colors.
There you go.
So
There
you can
go.
see me. Yep.
So Rob is in a ghillie suit and he's hunting around for.
Do you remember that from a couple of years ago? The kids were dressing in the owl outfit. There was no face. It was all silk.
Oh, right.
Remember those? Yeah. I do not own that. Not a good look for me.
Now you had mentioned something before we came on that you wanted to put out there. Do you want to go ahead and do that before we get too far along?
Thank you. Yes, I do. After receiving this and reviewing all of the videos that she called out and also others, I wanted to apologize to everyone that some of my topics, some of the things I commented on were probably inappropriate and offensive. Never meant to cause anyone harm or relive traumas that they may have had. And online this past week, because of this, brought to my attention, honestly. And I don't want to take away from anybody's pain, such as an SA victim, survivor, a DV survivor, right? I support justice. I support everybody, telling their story, get it out there, because it will eat at you internally. And I wanted to apologize again to let everybody know that's not who I am. That's not my intention. And I can only learn from my mistakes, like everybody. So going forward, there's going to be a change in how I stream. Still covering topics I want to cover, but I'm going to be more cognizant of the verbiage I use and comments I make. So again, I needed to say that because I got so much comments about that, and I never meant to offend anybody. And a lot of the stuff I talked about in this case were regarding comments and opinions and audience, interaction with Laura herself, in that respect. So I just needed to say that because I don't want people to think I'm a bad person. In that respect. I've also had my traumas in my life. I won't go into details, but I can feel that pain that people have commented on. And I will let you know now that things will change.
Oh, well, I really respect that.
Thank you.
I respect that. Sometimes we do. I know my personal experience, what made this particular case important to me. Comes from a very personal story. Right. And somebody that I really, really cared about was, targeted with false allegations at a very young age. Oh. And the effects that has had on this person has caused tremendous suffering. Wow. Like so much so, doesn't even want to date women right now. Wow. Is just afraid, really. I mean, actually, I would say has a hard time even being friends with women.
That's trust. That's a powerful impact.
Yeah. And it luckily I saw what was happening and I was able to help stop it from going to like this kind of extent, because it was a young girl. She was older than he was. But she was making the allegations. And the thing that I knew was that she was his first. And she was older. She was over 18 and he was young.
He was under, yeah.
Yeah. And so when when he broke up with her, that's when the behavior started. And I caught wind of it and was like, whoa. No,
not gonna happen on your watch. Yeah.
He had the communications, between them talking about it was his first and not hers. And she was the one encouraging it. And I was like, that's statutory rape.
Yeah.
You don't
Whether
want
they
to.
realized, she probably knew. Might not have realized.
No,
You know what
he
I mean?
didn't know.
No.
He didn't know.
But once you actually categorize it, look at the
Right.
power behind those words.
Yeah.
Statutory rape, right?
Right. Right.
That's powerful.
Right. So that's one of the reasons I have a certain, pull to this story, because
Right.
I don't want to see that happen to people or anybody. And Clayton and Greg and Mike, they are all of our brothers, our
Yeah.
friends, our uncles, our fathers, our sons. I mean, like, and you have to really look at it on a bigger, as a bigger picture. It's not that I want to attack Laura.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I want to attack the laws that allow Laura to operate the way that she operates, and
Yes.
change that for the better for all. I mean, there's no reason it should be so easy for someone to make these kinds of allegations. And, if you see, there's a lot, all of it returns to some sort of violence. It's not just that
Mhm.
she's accusing somebody of fathering children.
Right.
She's accusing them of heinous crimes.
Yeah, and it's almost to the point of the nth degree. Have you heard
Yeah.
that before?
Yeah.
Like exasperating, embellishing. I keep using that 'cause I can't remember better words, but embellishing on everything that she picked out of context.
Sure.
And that's the frustrating part, because it hurts to read a one-line sentence that I may or may not have said, right? And come to find out, it's not always necessary to focus on the one sentence. You have to hear the conversation, if you will, right? And
Mhm.
we're in a world in social media and YouTube and streamers and content creators and independent journalists, right? That
Right.
we do have to be cognizant of our rights and what we say. And again, the full context makes a big difference, right?
Right.
Just like you and I just said the R word. If anybody clips that, all of a sudden you're a supporter of R. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and here's the thing. I don't have as much issue with that, because we are talking about actual rape. And
gotcha. Mhm.
and I don't want to diminish what that is by calling
No.
it a grape.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
mean,
Okay.
and to me, we're talking about a crime. I'm not encouraging it.
Right. Right. Exactly.
There's a distinct difference. And
Thank
I think it would be one thing if it was completely out of context and I just throw the word out there. But we're discussing it's a part of the case, right?
It's factual. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been suggested. But I want to thank Fletcher Boy. He donated $20 to your legal fund. Now there is a link pinned to the top of the chat that goes directly to a way to support Rob. And I'm happy to pass this forward to Rob via that link as well.
Great.
But it would get to him faster, because that's just how these things work. But if you want to support, please consider clicking on that link. I want to make sure that that people are aware that that's available. But thank you, Fletcher. It's good to see you.
Thanks,
And
Fletch.
yeah. And Suzanne, hello. She says, good morning and thank you. Thanks for the 10, Suzanne. I appreciate you. So that's kind of my story, my
Yeah.
LO motivation, if you will. I'd only shared that with a handful of people involved in this case because, it is personal.
Yes.
And I couldn't figure out a way to share it I always feel like I'm sharing something that's private. But I
Yeah.
was like, you guys don't know who the hell I'm talking about. So
Right. Yeah.
it's okay for me to share that. But it is somebody that I care a lot about. And I think that translates. And I wouldn't want it to happen to you. I wouldn't want it to happen to Jay. There's not a single person that I would want. I wouldn't want it to happen to females either. I don't want females to be accused of doing something that they didn't do.
Yeah. I would like to see even ground for male and female, where a female will accuse a male and a male accuse a female. I understand in the past how things, size wise, the power, whatever. But currently, there's an uprise of females accusing males, right?
Right.
And the judicial system, I don't want to say judges are assuming anything, but it seems to be geared toward let's protect the woman because the man is probably did it or possibly whatever their mindset is. But as you've seen with Clayton and Mike and Greg, these are things that the female has gone out over the limit, right? Overboard on issues, which is why the investigators brought it to the grand jury and actually secured 7 indictments originally. And then a second victim, more investigation, additional 7 felony charges.
Well,
That's a lot to face. And like Jay said, this is not over yet. We have less than 6 months till the trial. According to the complex case criteria, you have to have you have to have the trial within 270 days from arraignment. And since she was rearraigned by merging the 7 and 7, the date changed from this past January 22nd to July 29th.
Sure.
And even that isn't always a firm date. The Judge Ritter, he's cool. I've seen him in court. I've seen him talking. I've seen him address issues. Very good, concise, reiterates the expectations. She's been very good at requesting, even if it's last minute, but she's requesting travel arrangements, right, to leave the state, which is she's following the guidelines. And currently she has a public defender defending him. And I just did a stream on him, just a little background, just to explain how he is and his schooling, his education, his skill sets, which I think is a positive, right? We want her to have a fair trial.
No, you want her to have good representations. What are your thoughts on him? I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, that's okay. He provides public defender skill role, but he has a law firm also, Jeffrey Swirsky.
Sure.
And his skill sets are pretty expansive. And as well as his schooling includes, I think, out of state and then also ASU, which is in state to Arizona. Never spoke with him, just saw him in court. I was impressed with how he handled the situation because he was just coming on board on December 2nd, right? And he requested from the judge prior, it was considered before the merge of all indictments, was this going to be treated as a complex case still? And the judge and everyone else kind of a little smirked and said, yeah, I think it's become more complex now. So yeah, it's going to be complex. So, and there's documents that I picked up that confirms that from the court, you know.
We've just seen similar things, though. I mean, if you look at the What the Hell's case that, I cover, and you look at what Leslie Federigo's has claimed against Jeremy Hales, I mean, the same, just making awful accusations. However, she never made a police report about hers. She just posted everything online about how terrible Jeremy Hales is and that he did this awful thing to her and not backing it up with anything. And Laura Owens is very similar. All right. She makes claims. She does it publicly. And then, no, there is no evidence of any of this happening. The same thing with what happened to Jeremy Hales with Leslie Federigo's. There is nothing there. And she knows she's lying, but she's comfortable with lying. And that's what I don't get.
Well, I mean, it's a smear campaign, right? It's not just about, being salacious. It's an actual technique that's used. And you can look at it even with Epstein. There's a lot of AI generated images that are just bombarding everyone. And so you really get to a point where you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore and what's real or what's not real. To somebody like to normies, they think it's real. Those of us who, we play with AI, we have fun with it. We can kind of say, I don't know. So it makes it difficult. It really makes it difficult when and it's flooded, right? It's this name with children.
Yeah.
And that is, it's salacious and shocking. And, it's kind of, we're getting towards the final frontier of how gross can you get, right?
Right.
It's not just, oh, he cheated on his wife or, oh, he drinks too much. It's this guy attacks children and animals. You have to really make it, the debauchery really, really bad at some point to make people care, right?
So Jay, real quick, when they post I'll call it defamatory information online with no supporting information, does that open up for a case of defamation? And in Laura's case, she says all kinds of stuff out in the world, but when she's under oath, I didn't send the sonogram, right? You know what I mean? Like, she then changes her story because it's under oath. You know what I mean? But in the real world, freedom of speech, some of the, like you described, I feel it's defamation, right? Knocking someone by ripping on them left and right. There's a fine line, I guess. I don't know.
The definition of defamation. And when you go out and state something as fact, this happened, and it didn't happen, or you can't prove that it happened, that's defamation. You have to prove that it happened, or there has to be some validity behind it. And so, like when I was talking about like Jeremy Hill's situation, we all know that there is no proof behind it, because if there was, these videos would have been posted immediately to defend this man. All right, but they weren't. All right, because there's nothing there, and we all know it because she's a liar. All right, same thing with Laura Owens. All right, Laura Owens has nothing. All right, she never posts anything that's not fraudulent. All right, everything that she posts is a lie, and that's the truth behind it. And I expect there's a good chance maybe she can send me a cease and desist at the end of the stream, and that's fine. I will respond kindly, like I did with Leslie Federigas. All right, I'll send the same message I sent her, and it was delightful.
Well, she won't bother. Apparently, she'll just go straight for the restraining order. Well, the thing is, like, okay, somebody can go out there and say all of this crazy stuff, and the true reality behind that is, if you're going to try to fight it in court, it becomes public record.
Yes.
And so it's there forever. Whereas somebody saying, some little chimp who's got like 5 followers saying it, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
And everyone needs to understand that this document that you have that's been released are her accusations to secure the injunction against harassment. So no one can, because I have a lawyer and I'm fighting this, I can't share my side.
Yeah.
So I would hope no one will make rash judgments based on those accusations. Which,
well, you honestly, though, you're safe, because to be honest, the accusations are insane. They're so insanely stupid that, I mean, there is nothing that you ever have to worry about, because the accusations are so stupid. I mean, literally.
Right.
Right.
They're so elaborately written. It blew my mind. And I was just stunned, right? Going through them for the first time last week, and then looking for a lawyer to represent me, which took 6 days, which is even more stressful. I had medication changes through my doctor, right? It's very tough situation. Once I secured a very reputable lawyer and law firm, I could breathe a little better, right? Because there were support, someone in my corner, in the legal field, in the field of this kind of stuff. And my confidence starting to get back up. I haven't streamed a lot, just a couple, even a video I did versus streaming it, right? Because you feel pull back, that kind of thing. But she should never have any kind of power over anybody. And no one should ever have power over anybody, I should say.
Well, I have been starring a few comments, and we'll get to those in a second. But I wanted to, go back to what I was talking about, like where we as creators come from and why we are drawn to this case. There's a lot of emotion behind that, and so sometimes, maybe that emotion can get the better of us, and we can say things out of that connection to the emotion that got us here, if so to speak. It brings it all back, and you will say things based on that. And so I think, and we do learn from that over time. And so I want to give you a little bit of grace in that maybe that was what was happening more so than you feeling the need to actually intentionally inflict harm or hurt in any way.
And you're also addressing comments. You're also interacting with the viewers, and things like that can stir things up because it's an emotional topic, right? So I just threw that in there so you can see also the other parts that can play into it.
Right.
And you're just, most of the part, you're sharing your comments and opinions. That's what we do, you know?
Right.
And
Right.
facts, obviously.
Okay, so I'm going to get to some of these that I have starred. Mass born. Rob, what you said regarding women's prison cells is happening every day. It's not far-fetched to say something could happen in prison. Look at the women's prison in Arkansas where guards are being sued.
Wow. So there's some reality there, right?
Right.
Real life experiences.
Yeah. There are situations. Teresa, I guess I can put this up here, says, stopping watching a content creator, or I guess what's a CC? Is that CC? Is that a content creator? Is always a good option. Making public statements and not taking it directly to the CC at the time of the offense isn't the way. Okay. Let's see. We've got Bruce says, praise publicly, criticize privately is an old management advice related to people's specific content. Commentary on legal filings, blogs, etc. will necessarily be critical.
Thanks, Bruce. Yeah.
And then Toadette, I don't know if you want me to share that. I wanted to acknowledge that I saw it. I don't know if you want me to put it on screen.
I like Toadette, but I didn't see it. I have to switch over on my screen.
Yeah. And then also Massborn shared something as well. I mean, they're just, there's several people in chat who have been affected by, allegations in the past, or who have been victims of actual issues. And I think, we all come here from whatever our trauma was or whatever our experience is. Yeah. Bruce also says, if Laura wants to correct an error in someone's video, she can email or blog the correction. And IAH seems like overreach to me. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that one.
As I stated earlier, I've never been contacted in a simple email, which is on my YouTube channel, right? As a contact option in any way, shape, or form to say, I don't appreciate that. Please don't do that. Anything. Never. So.
Yeah. Nikki says, I was in all them lives and it was all comedy and very apparent.
Thank you, Nikki. Obviously. That's my.
Yeah. Can I say something, though?
Sure.
Yeah. Honestly, Rob, if I was you, I'd reach out to any content creator that wants to have you on and share your story. I was in a situation like you were in where I got sued and I was worried for 2 seconds. But fortunately,
you're a better man than I, because I was sweating bullets.
No, fortunately for me, I got home from work and that umbrella guy called me right away. He said, "Got your back, Jay. Don't worry about this." And then right after that, Megan Fox called me on the phone and said, "I got your back, Jay. Don't worry about this." And they all had my back, and I didn't worry about it, So no, I sent a simple response. But that's one of the things, though. If you know you're in the right, go out and be on any channel that you can be on. Share your story, because everyone was sharing my story. And quite frankly, it became a huge joke and everyone was laughing about it and making fun of the person who was suing me. And now her life is in ruins. And now Laura's life's already in ruins. But at the same time, there's no reason that you should not continue to do content, continue to do what you do, and reach out to any other creator that wants to have you on their show and share your war story. That's what I would do. But I was just sharing my personal, because I was on YouTube for 3 months when I first got sued. And at first I was like, oh, this sucks. But then, an hour later, it's like, that's all right.
But I enjoy streaming. I like talking to people and listening to their comments and their views. right? It's a safe way to do it because of some of the issues that I have to deal with medically. So it's my way of a way out of just sitting around. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I really do enjoy it. I love the creativity. I love the discussions. I love the comments and opinions. And if we don't keep an open dialogue with each other, we're going to fall apart. You know what I mean? And we have to be able to respect another person's view as well as our own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we don't always agree. It's a human nature thing. We don't always agree.
I was just saying, don't stop doing what you do because of this. Continue doing your work,
Yeah. Well, I have 18 more streams ready to go. So,
approximately 1,300 of them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doubling my number in the last few days.
Well, you could have a manic episode and make 100 videos in one night. I don't know.
They'd be real short to get it done. Exactly.
Well, I have to say, I want to thank Laura for filing this because I think it's going to help her get labeled as a vexatious litigant. And I hope that is coming for her. Now, I did look it up. There's not the rules in Arizona are not as straightforward as they are in Florida for a vexatious litigant.
Okay.
I think Florida has one of the most stringent. You have to be a pro se litigant to qualify, and you have to get 3 cases dropped for being frivolous, and then you can no longer file a lawsuit without an attorney and permission from a judge.
Wow.
So now there's language in Arizona that talks about vexatious and requiring permission from a judge to be able to file a lawsuit. And I know that I'm not the only person in the community that is crossing their fingers on this. So if this helps us get there, I'm for it. Because I think this is ridiculous, and I think it's easily provable as false. I mean, I haven't been through the entire document, but I have listened and I've read as much as I could, and I noticed a lot of things that are just false.
Yeah, literally. But also, in Arizona, I was told that you have to have an active case.
Is this possible?
To file her vexatious.
And what has she got?
And she's pretty much all the other criteria that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And we still have 6 months before trial. And even after trial, whatever, guilty or not guilty, she may continue this process against anyone that continues discussing her, right? So it's a concern, definitely.
Fletcher, thanks for the 5. Get Megan Fox to get Nick Rekieta involved.
I love Megan. I love Megan. She does. I met her once, obviously June 10th, 2024.
Yep.
She was a hoot.
She is a hoot. She's a lot of fun. She's definitely a lot of fun. And I did send this filing to Nick. I let him know that I'd be talking to you this morning, so he may listen if he's interested.
Too. I like him. Yeah.
I think if anybody was going to break it down, especially from the idea of being a content creator, I think I'd like to hear that angle explored. Yeah. Not just that this is a personal, because I think this is simply because you live there.
Yeah.
And it's an easy way to target you.
Yeah.
But I think it's more difficult for her to do, try to file something against Jay.
Well, the stupidity thing that I noticed in my mind, stupid, she references Rachel Mitchell in there. Did you catch that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that. That's why I wanted to know your opinions about
the county attorney who's in charge of the investigators.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Why even reference that? It's just horrific, I think. But she does what she does, right? For whatever her reasons are, or whatever suggestions people are providing her, direction, otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't imagine who would be directing her to do this.
I have
maybe one person.
But yeah, ideas, but I'm not saying shit out loud.
Maybe one. One.
There
could be the voices in the head, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many. I can't get Good answer.
Chase J. Jones at it again.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, Rob.
Yeah.
If you want to come on my stream, I will shill for you day and night for your legal fees to make sure you're taken care of. So
thank you.
If you ever
I had to have representation. I'm not going in there like poor Clayton did the first time. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did a good job. He did a good job, actually. It's just the judge.
Yeah. The judge just didn't get it exactly, and he's still a judge in Arizona.
What a shame!
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I thought he retired. I heard rumor about that, but come to find out, I had several sources explain that he's moved over to such and such role.
Oh, I thought it'd be protecting the Holy Grail or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was surprised he didn't sign off on this.
I mean, every time I think about him, I just remember this.
Previous against the other. Right. How do you look at a laptop? You tell me. Right.
By the way,
yes, sir.
All the money that goes today to support Rob in his legal fees is on behalf of Megan Fox's birthday fund. Make sure Megan Fox knows that her birthday fund money is going to support Rob. So,
awesome.
Yeah, and I'm willing to, and I'll probably have to pull this up at some point, but I was thinking about it because Megan said it last night when she was reading over this, and she's like, "So what? So what?" And I was like, "I have so what merch. I could donate
You know what I love about
proceeds."
Megan? I love Megan because Laura won't touch her. So that implies to me, just like Deandra that we watched in the court case, that it seems to me, my opinion, everything to protect my verbiage, right? Laura has an issue with strong women. She can't handle a strong woman talking to her, interviewing her, whatever, right? And she will go after men, as she has, but no women. There's something to be said there, right? And Megan has spoken her piece for years also.
Sure.
And Dave gets an IAH. Makes you stop and think, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, and the thing is like, I think what a lot of people don't understand is that even if Laura ends up in prison, it won't stop. She can file lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit from prison.
Yeah.
If she's not labeled as a vexatious litigant. And there's our friend Derek Cardello Smith in I think he's in Michigan, prison system. He is notorious for filings after filings after filings after filings. I mean, it's insane how much he files, really.
Wow.
But he's in prison. He's bored.
Right. He has the ability. Yeah.
And he can.
Wow.
Is the thing. He has not been labeled a vexatious litigant yet.
And when you're in prison, there's a lot of downtime, boredom. You follow the processes, the security guards tell you what to do and all that. So when you get a chance to get out of there and hit the courts, I bet it's a joy or relief. You know what I mean?
Well, sure. Yeah. No, it's a field trip, right? Yeah. You get to get out of there. Now, I think that I think that Derek has finally started getting some blowback for his filings. And it might, he might be actually stopped for a while. I know like sometimes he loses access to the internet temporarily. So he can't, they'll punishment for whatever.
Right.
But it won't stop just because she goes to prison. She'll still be able to do it if she's not labeled. And I think it's very important that this stuff is called out, like finding this other situation where she's, committed fraud in Florida.
Yeah.
That's going to it's going to help label her as a fraudulent person.
Yeah.
But it might actually help when somebody's trying to make that decision as to what kind of person is she in her vexatiousness, even though she didn't file that suit, but it just shows that she's committed fraud before, and then she uses that fraud to hurt people somehow. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. And like
Bruce said, it's lawfare.
Yeah. And like you said, if she's found guilty, she could continue this pattern.
Yeah.
If she's not found guilty, can you imagine?
Right.
There's no one watching,
stopping her.
no limit. Yeah.
Right.
So
No
if
stopping
she's
her.
doing this up until now with me, and there's still 6 months left before trial, she may or may not go after other folks from her perspective if she feels that she needs to. But let me tell you this, in Arizona, it's called azpoint.com. It's a very user-friendly for the plaintiff to fill out an online form, no fee, no out-of-pocket money.
Right.
So any indigent person can file these, so there's no cost involved. Yet you see, I'm blessed with the community helping with paying for my legal funds to protect myself, right? And in that respect, it's a simple casita sitting at the laptop, filling out a form online, submitting, right? It can be as easy as that. And literally
on the piles of clothing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like ordering on Amazon at the same time on the other screen, right?
Well, the whole thing's just hard to swallow.
Well, don't say that.
Phrasing.
It's not there to swallow toys. I know.
Oh dear.
I know. It's going to get me another one.
Yeah, you've got a fan in chat. I guess this is Dr. Pepper Dr. Pepper MD seems to be didn't really like your streams.
Okay.
Didn't like them.
Fair to say.
And that's okay. That's okay. I don't know if they were here when you made your statement earlier, but if you would rewind, you might find an apology out there, Dr. Pepper MD. But I appreciate your, you have everyone's entitled to an opinion, and I'm not going to tell you can't state it. I just might not share it. Is all.
That Dr. Medchill.
Is it Dr. Medchill? Dr. Pepper Medchill? I don't know. No, I don't know who it is, but yeah, big fan of yours, Rob.
Like you said, you allowed me the opportunity earlier in the stream, which people may or may not have been on for, but to apologize for the verbiage and causing anybody to relive any traumas. My intent was never to do that, and I can only learn from what people provide me.
That's all any of us can do.
Yeah, but if I'm not aware, then I kind of go with the flow with the comments, the viewers that are watching my streams. So I will be curtailing what I do in the near future, going forward, I should say, not just for a short period of time. But a lot of times it's freedom of speech and things come out because, like you said earlier, Rosalind, emotion rears its ugly face. You just get caught up in some of these topics, and it gets frustrating to a certain extent to watch her continue to do this. And even in the Darcy case, right, Emmanuel, if I pronounced it wrong, she's got a motion hearing today. And her past history is she has the representation, but she's filing her own motions, which is getting to be excessive, quote unquote. And I didn't go today because we had this, but she also has a hearing scheduled for the 20th of February. And
is she incarcerated?
No.
Okay.
No, she's out and about. But she's an Arizona person. I did a stream as a comparison between Laura and Darcy, and there's a lot of similarities. So that was an interesting stream. I got good feedback. And then the February 9th, which is 4 days away, will be the bankruptcy follow-up for Laura. February 20th is Darcy's hearing. And then February 25th is the next CCMC for the criminal trial, which is a complex case management conference. So,
Hey Joe wants to know if Rob is Canadian.
Is Rob what?
Canadian. Well, Michigan. I mean, it's close.
I would literally lived, near Detroit, so we'd cross the border, and a lot of my conversations end with A. So you just become Canadian talk.
A boot.
And poutine. Have you ever heard of poutine? It's a cheese that you.
Oh, is it with French fries?
On French fries, yes.
Oh, poutine.
Poutine, yeah. I always say that, but I know what I mean. The McDonald's carry it in Canada. You can order poutine.
That's weird.
I
Okay.
love that.
Yeah. The cheese, it's like a gravy cheese sauce though, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
not
more
very
gravy.
thick, but it's enough that you can eat it and it tastes so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my Canadian influence, but I am half Italian, so I can speak
Gotcha.
that language very fluently.
Yeah. Well, I think that, free speech, we can go down that rabbit hole, and, there's a lot of people that say just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yep.
And, I think we all have to make that measurement for ourselves, but I'm not going to criticize anybody else's decision to say what they want to say, because if I start trying to censor you,
right,
then who's going to stop somebody from censoring me?
And there's a lot of that stuff going on in the country as it is.
Sure. I mean, and it's you have the right to take offense. Doesn't mean that it was given.
Right. And you interpret what's said the way you interpret it.
Yeah.
Like in her case, filing a harassment injunction against her.
Sure.
Right?
She has every right to feel harassed. And you know what? I bet she probably does. And
I concur. I've never directed anybody to contact her. I've never contacted her. People are all adults and children, but adults mostly, right? Watching and they're responsible for themselves. And I want people to realize your actions can speak volumes. So kind of take it with a grain of salt. Do you really think it's a good move? Ask that question internally, right? Should I do this? Should I do that? Makes sense.
Don't ask Jay, because he'll just say whatever.
Yeah, right.
I always go back to the same thing, and that is only one person brought this to the media, and that was Laura Owens.
Yeah.
Nobody else did anything other than
Laura
Owens. So if she didn't want herself to get looked into, she probably shouldn't have gone to the Sun, and that's her fault. All right. And then everything else fell on top of her. And I don't even blame David Gingras, to be honest with you. I have no problems with David Gingras. Well, I kind of. But
I don't like all of his language either. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I don't like his language.
He's my best buddy. We hang out. But no.
Someone suggested I should have asked him to represent me.
Yeah. I asked David to represent me when I got sued.
In my opinion, if you want to lose, go for it.
Actually, he would have been the best lawyer for my case. I was throwing him an olive branch, actually, but seriously speaking,
his next blog article would be like, "I've got to win."
I was kind of blindsided by some things that people were saying about David, because I don't follow all the news on David. I don't care.
I do.
I mean, I just don't care. I mean, I'm like, he's
right.
Well, and he's irrelevant.
Yeah, right. Don't give him any notoriety.
But I did go and end up actually studying up on some of the allegations against him. Not just allegations. And I can see why that some people would have been triggered by, what they considered support, and which I don't think it was support, but, again, perception, right? I can't control how you perceive, but I can guarantee you, I had not heard some of those accusations and allegations and evidence of other behaviors, which, not cool, not good stuff.
Well, due to him inserting himself with Laura, right, and his actions in the video of that trial, and then after effects with his website, which is account, all that. I've been following him, especially since the DUI in July 6th, last year. And there are two things going on. There are criminal hearings, right, which have been continued for 6 months. But now, as of the 3rd, was an ADOT hearing regarding his license. So it's a two-prong approach. You got the criminal aspect, and then you also have the driver's license. They don't overlap, but then add that third prong, which is the State Bar of Arizona. They've
Sure.
already initiated investigation with 6 charges pending. So he's dealing with quite a bit, if you will. But in that respect, I couldn't, the way I find the law here in Arizona regarding a DUI, and then specifically for a court representative of the, of the law courts, meaning a lawyer, it's a little bit different, a little bit harsher, right? In some cases, but I don't know if he's got his license or not. Is he driving without one? Right?
Well,
Does he have an interlock? I don't know.
I took it the same way as, and I've mentioned this before,
Yes,
the
sir.
same way as Legal Vices said it. David got us to where we needed to go. All right. He got us to where we needed to go, whether you like him or not. He got the case to where we needed it to be. All right. And quite frankly, if it wasn't for David,
Yeah.
Lord knows where we'd be at today. There
Right.
had to be a lawyer to get us from point A to point B. And now we're at point C of her going to prison, most likely, is my guess. And well, I hate to say thank you, David, but some lawyer had to get her from point A now to C on the way to prison. And, I'm sorry, sucks for David that's where he got her. But
What is it? It's a necessary idiot. That's not what it's called. What is it called? The something idiot?
Savant, idiot savant.
No, like it's like the term necessary idiot, like a necessary idiot. I can't remember what it's called.
he was
There's like a turn of phrase that I can't remember what it is. Anyway, he was a necessary evil, necessary idiot for the time. But it has been just watching like a slow motion implosion of people that have connected themselves to Laura, and it's kind of wild when you think about it. I don't know if anybody follows Rich or not, but I saw he was back on the tubes, and a useful idiot. Thank you, Terry. Thank
And
you.
idiot savant. Idiot savant's another one.
A useful idiot. Well, an idiot savant is actually a really smart person. So, right?
Yeah, well,
They
I
just
stand corrected.
they don't really function as talking in normal circles, but they have like an insane talent or ability or some sort, like what was the one with Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman?
Rain Man.
Rain Man, sort of like a
I'm a
Rain Man
movie guy,
character.
so I make references to movies too. So that
Oh, look, Auntie M donated 10 Hey Rob memberships. Congratulations,
so
Hey Rob.
sweet. Thank you so much, Auntie M.
Oh, goodness. Oh, and I guess that Fletcher boy was linked to you now that I think about it. So that is going straight to you.
Good. Thank you. It just makes life easier for everybody, It was
Absolutely.
I'm so grateful it was created, and Lauren, right, the random court of opinion, did the stream the other night and literally went word by word through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Anybody who watched that, just same as this, can get a feel for what I'm going through and understand a little bit. But I keep reiterating, especially after going online and seeing the various opinions people are making, it's all what she put together to accuse me to secure an injunction against harassment.
Yeah.
It's a one-side story, which from my perspective is embellished to the
Gotcha.
nth degree. So I just want people to take that into consideration. I'm not able to give you my side because I'm
Yes.
writing this in
No,
court.
and nor should
I
you.
know
at this
you know that I
particular point.
want the audience to understand that too. But
Right.
obviously, once the things become public, you can judge for yourself. But I will say that I will be taking all of the comments into consideration for future streams because there are topics that should be handled more delicately or not in a fun way, right?
Absolutely. If we don't learn from not just what you could consider a mistake, but
Yes.
even just our experience, then what's the point? I mean,
Right.
we're all still growing to some extent. I mean, and granted, when I turned 50, my F's flew right out the window. It's like, it's weird. I just quit caring at all what people
Yeah.
thought. But I do actually care about people. So
Yeah.
there is that.
Well,
But,
as a caregiver of my mother for 15 years, I think I should get credit for caring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Sure.
a tough role to play, believe
Yeah,
me.
it is.
And it's a son taking care of a mother. So it's a whole different avenue than male to male, female to female. I'm just
Sure.
telling you. The ex-
Yeah.
the relationship between the two of us for what I had to do to take care of her had to be there 100%.
Yeah.
Trust, confidence, humor, all of it.
Sure.
And anybody who's been in that role can understand what I'm talking about. It's not a fun place to be, especially
No.
when you add in dementia.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm not making that. She was my best friend, right?
Aw.
So I would do whatever it took, and that's why I did what I did. But
Well, you're blessed to have had that.
and I have, and I talk to her almost every day. But as far as the Owens family, I hope they're doing everything they can to be caregivers to Ron. That's one of my concern. How is he doing? Is he doing well? We don't see him ever. We don't know about. There's been questions about who's posting on his Facebook page, right?
Mhm.
So there's concerns there. And I pray, I pray. So I pray for the best for everybody. And but people do put themselves in situations that you did it to yourself. What are you gonna do?
Right.
So,
Rick Reed, thanks for being a member for 2 months. Thanks for sticking it out through thick and thin. I appreciate you.
you have a loyal group, right? You have a loyal audience?
I like the community that I have. It's not big, but it's
I feel you.
it's quality.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. And I feel like I do get to know people on a different level than, I mean, if there was just a ton of them, I don't know how anybody would do it. How do you
I
manage?
know.
You
Yeah,
know?
I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
It'd be like being in a Just J Hip chat, I mean, I don't even get to do a show anymore. I just have to read off the gifted memberships nonstop. It's insane, Ron.
Good Lord.
The world you live in, Jay. The world you live in. Can't even imagine.
Oh, to be Jay.
Sounds like the beginning of a poem. Ode to DJ.
Shut up, Jay.
Oh, I'm the lovable little idiot, but no, at the same time.
Hey, Freckled Ginger. Who's that woman jabbering? Are you talking about Jay?
By the way, it's Jeremy Hill's birthday today, so if you want to give money to Jeremy Hill, do give super chats to Rosalind Duke. She'll know that Jeremy Hills knows that you gave money
Shame on you.
to Rosalind Duke. So yes, do that.
Yeah. Rickles, thanks for the 2. We put up with Jay and love Rosalind. Aw, thanks, Rickles. I appreciate that.
It does make you feel good when you get some positive feedback,
Yeah. Actually, I enjoy the negative feedback too because it makes me laugh.
Yeah, at least that can be more interesting.
I mean, I can laugh at myself. I mean,
If you don't, right? Who else can you make fun of but yourself, really? And I'm not going to sue myself.
Exactly.
I get laughed at 24 hours a day.
Auntie M says, see if you can get a video of your trial, Rob. I would find it interesting. She gifted you $10.
Yes. Thank you so much, Auntie M. And if it's in the courtroom, it'll probably be court cammed. I don't expect Law and Crime or 12 AZ News to be there. You never know. Bianca Buono, who's been the reporter on this for several years, moved to California. And she online on X said that Sean Rice, the reporter still here, 12 AZ News, will be continuing the coverage. And I really like him. I see a lot of his stuff and super nice guy. And I met him also. And I didn't reach out and say, oh, I need a news report covering me. I didn't call the Sun tabloid. I didn't call New York, the New York. None of that. It's, I'm just talking to people who reach out to me and want to know anything that from my perspective that I can say, and to allow me the apology to those that were offended or find me offensive to some of the comments and things I've addressed. So I'm grateful for that. How else am I going to learn?
Well,
Right?
Exactly.
You know what's
Exactly.
amazing? What's amazing is how huge Laura Owens has made her own case. Like, this would have been a nothing story
Yep.
like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
She worked herself into this huge story that never had to be a story. She
But,
made
but remember, it seems to have started in 2014.
well, yeah, of course
Yeah.
that.
So,
But the Clayton Echard deal, she
oh, yes.
made this a huge deal, and it never had to be a deal at all. But she was like, I can do this. I
Yep.
can completely screw my entire family into bankruptcy all single-handedly in the course of a year. I can do this. And, well, she did an amazing job. It was pretty good.
Well, maybe they committed to her at 11 years old that, yes, you'll be an equestrian. So we'll support that. We didn't realize that you'd still be 35 and still be equestrianing, riding, right, and competing. But maybe that's where it stems from. And so they're stuck paying for it. She's holding him to it.
Against the same age children.
Against 11-year-olds, which is fascinating in and of itself. Yeah. She, I think she likes the attention, even when it's so incredibly negative. Well, I mean, she's, she could have had quite a career in PR.
She may still have a good career.
Bad takes, bad spins. I don't know.
The bloopers.
Oh, she did. This is probably one of the largest cell phones in the history of cell phones. I don't know.
Oh, I just got my cease and desist.
Oh no!
It just arrived.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't get one. I never get one.
What do you call that? It's a positive and a negative, or it's a blessing in disguise.
Exactly. Oh, Auntie M, thanks for the 10 gifted Rosalind Duke memberships. You're so sweet. Make sure you say thank you to Auntie M if you received one of those memberships. We appreciate her. And Auntie M, and I have my faves and Ketchup in here just working overtime as mods. I appreciate you guys for coming in this morning. And Fletcher Boy, oh my goodness. Rob, get the location of a couple of billboards that are visible from Casa de Owens. I'm thinking, love you, Laura, Rob. I think we'll avoid that, Fletcher Boy.
It's a nice sentiment, though. So it could be taken positively.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
Rob, have you ever even considered maybe reaching out to Olive Branch and maybe you could hook up with Laura? I mean, are you married? Is this a possibility?
No, I'm single. I'm older than her, and I've got money.
How tall are you?
I guess.
Are you tall enough?
I stand 5'8".
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Probably not going to happen. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm no Clayton Echard by any means. And I have a photo with him. Literally, I almost broke my arm to put my arm around his shoulder.
Yeah, it's like, hi.
He's a sweet man, though. He's a very
He
cool
is.
guy. He's
He's a very cool guy. Very cool guy. Yeah, it's funny. I come from circus tall family, and so he's not tall at all to me.
Right. Circus tall.
Oh yeah, circus tall. My dad was 6'5".
Wow.
Yeah, and my grandfather, I think, was on the other side, was 6'4". And my mom was 5'11". I mean, that's not too tall for a woman.
So you have to go back a couple of generations to see where the height thing, you know what I mean, and why, right? But your dad was tall, so obviously.
I'm pretty sure it's the circus.
Yeah. Right. No, I hear you. Hey, can I ask you, Rosalind?
Yeah.
House of Prime Rib, was it good? Did you eat well?
It was good. I mean, like, I'm from Texas, so
Yeah.
I'm spoiled when it comes to beef here. I mean, like, we've got some incredible.
Oh yeah. I did a 1-year assignment in Texas, and when we came back from an establishment at 2 a.m, they literally had grills out. and they're barbecuing meat, ribs, and everybody's like, yeah, whatever it costs, here's my credit card. What a great idea to save people from driving under the influence, right?
I gotta address this. Freckled Ginger, I missed one of your super chats in one of my streams, and I'm very, very sorry. And I mentioned it in my very following stream and the stream after that because I felt so bad that I missed your super chat. And my bad. I love you, Freckled Ginger.
Aw, thank you, Freckled Ginger, for the 5. If anybody else wants to criticize Jay on my stream and wants to send me money to do so, feel free. I'll share it.
Nice.
Oh goodness, yeah. So as far as the primary, I think that the drinks were strong, which I'm sure is one of the major pulls. I mean, I will say that. It's like,
Right.
wow.
It covers for the bad meat or whatever, right?
Well, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was.
No,
I'm not going to
wasn't,
say it was bad, but it's. I mean, it's sort of, to me, I would akin it to Texas Roadhouse steaks.
Okay. Yes.
It's
Yep.
like it's.
Yeah.
I mean, like Texans don't claim that. I mean, like we don't. That's
No.
not real Texas.
Right. Yeah. Right. They stole the name. Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
good. And overall, the atmosphere and the people there and all that, pretty nice.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the people and the atmosphere at the House of Prime Rib was pretty
Oh,
nice.
the atmosphere, it was packed. It was
Oh,
absolutely
really?
packed. It was
Wow.
like it was a big vibe going. I mean, it was definitely, it's
Cool.
a spot. It's a spot to be at. But it's just one of those things. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was there was some fun elements to it, and also the company was fantastic. And thanks to chat, we were able to, cover the cost of that. And I think it was the biggest.
sweet.
I think it was the biggest tab that Megan had ever seen. She was like, that she was responsible for anyway. So
Yeah,
there's that.
right. Yeah.
Now, you went to Laura's apartment or something and hung out with her ex-roommates, or what was that all about?
Well, when I knocked on the door at the casita, first off, I got on the door and I'm like, what's going on? Who's knocking on my door or on her door? But then I just thought, maybe it's a bad idea, and I left. Now, don't quote me. I'm joking, everybody. Do not sniff it.
Sarcasm warning. Sarcasm.
Yeah. But I did see that recent report that called it a pool house.
Yeah.
Which just makes it a different perspective of what's in there, right?
Exactly. Joan says, I appreciate your apology. I follow you because I think you are hilarious, and I'm not offended at all by anything you've said. Keep your great sense of humor.
Thank you so much for that, Joan. I appreciate it. I really mean I don't mean anything to hurt anybody. I don't. But I like to laugh as like the next person,
Mm-hmm. We did have fun, Julie Moore. We absolutely did. And I think it's impossible not to have fun with this crowd.
But you're right. The camaraderie of your group probably really enhanced the experience.
Oh, sure. I mean, and it was, I'm glad we did it then. Because the next night, I don't think any of us would have been able to go. Just
no mood.
A little downtrodden. Maybe it would have been a completely different vibe. Probably would have had more martinis, and we know that doesn't go well for me. Or goes really well.
Yeah.
It depends how you want to look at it.
Right, yeah. Washing your troubles away.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming over and sharing a little bit of the background here, and also your statement. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And never stop giving them hell, but also, do it the way that you feel compelled to do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, don't let this silence you.
No, I'm hoping not. And I posted a video yesterday. No one's going to stop me now.
Don't stop me now.
I don't want to mimic anybody and get copyrighted, but I thought it was a great catchphrase.
Well, Jay can sing it for you.
Oh Lord in heaven.
Don't stop me now. No, seriously, never.
Jay, add the word hop at the end of your 3 words.
What?
Just J hip hop.
Just hop, baby.
Oh,
You're the hip hopper.
just hip hop. Oh, yeah, don't stop. But no, never let these people silence you. That's what they do. They've tried to do it to me, many other people, and yourself. Don't let them ever try and silence you. They tried it to Dave Neal, Megan Fox shortly. All right. They've gone after everybody.
Yeah.
And this Laura Owens went after Law Talk with Mike. And well,
Yes.
that didn't go so well.
No.
They had a quick response. But no. She attacked Liz Neptune, Lauren Nighty. All right. Gingras attacked Lauren Nighty. All right. People will attack everybody. But if you allow them to silence you, they win. All right. And that's why I will never allow any of these people to silence me. You know, I do my job. I do what I want to do on YouTube, and I'll never stop doing that. No matter what actions they take against me, I'm here. And so take the same thing. I'm here for you. If you ever want to come on my show, you're always welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And Rosalind, you know, I appreciate you reaching out to me. I really do. And I don't want to be silenced. This is something I enjoy. It's therapeutic for me, to be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
So I can't not continue in my mind, right?
Gotcha.
So it's a fight that is worth having.
Yeah.
And if it gets taken care of through my the legal system, great. I really hope so. If another reason to be made is that in this IUAH, it will last 1 year. And we all know how she likes to renew. So we could add on years of this being renewed for whatever embellished verbiage she wants to come up with. Right. And if she's still filed or is appealing the DVRO, she has to have more recent information or acts, right?
Right.
Even get approved. So why waste the time, right?
Exactly.
But it's an example of how she's extended those DVROs and protective orders on multiple men. That is another reason I don't want this on my record. I don't want it being held over me, right?
Sure.
But if she does end up in prison, I kind of think I should be safe, right? I can't interact with her.
Exactly. Jay, maybe not want you to read this super chat.
I would, but Rob, I would plan on you're probably going to end up in prison. So I just want you to prep for that. I mean, it's going to be an issue.
I picture this.
Yeah.
With the can.
Exactly.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. No other brother can deny. I don't know anymore.
Okay.
No.
Thanks for the 5. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes. So you were on with Lauren.
Yes.
And Echoes last night covered it.
Yes, I saw that.
So if you guys wanted to dig into more about the filing, please go to one of those channels or both. You know, feel free to do both. And check it out and do more of a deep dive into the document itself. Kind of felt like I didn't really need to do that because I had Rob here and we could talk about what he could talk about. And, we could share a little bit about what brings us together and as a community and, what we can achieve or what we should hope we should be focusing on is it's not attacking Laura. It's changing the ability to behave like this.
And
truly, we'd like her to get help. I mean, some assistance, because these actions that we've seen opens up the thought in my head that maybe there's some more assistance you may need of some kind, right? Because this doesn't seem, in my mind, normal actions of a person, right? I just want to add those 2 cents in there.
I don't know. The longer I stay on YouTube, the more normalized it's becoming, I swear.
Yeah.
Like, it's just another one.
Reiterate, the document that's out there is all of her accusations, embellishments, but that's all you're seeing because I'm not able to provide the counter. So I want people to take that because I've been getting,
Well, do it in court. Do it the right way. Put it on the record.
Megan Fox last night covered quite a bit of this.
Okay.
Stream last night. She went through quite a bit of the filing. So if you want to see the actual filing, go through and go check out Megan Fox last night. She went through quite a bit of it with Tug, and there you go.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, but I think Echo read the whole thing. Did Lauren read the whole thing? I didn't make it all the way through the stream yet.
That's you, Jay.
No, I don't know. I only watched Megan Fox's coverage last night. That's when I
I know Lauren did it the night before, I think. God, they're all blurring together.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday. Okay, yeah. Tuesday. So yeah. So there's definitely coverage out there if you want to dig in. And and always that you can, there's a pinned link in my chat. If you want to hop over to my stream and go to the Gives and Go for Rob and donate what you can. Obviously, take care of yourself first. But if you have it, feel free to share it. I mean, I prefer you send him the money than me right now. So definitely take that opportunity. If you have it to give. If not, you can always share it. Just passing it around helps too. So every little bit helps, every action. So what's next on the agenda for you, Rob?
As far as the case or as far as in general?
Just in general.
Oh, well, so I'm covering the DUI case with David and also the Darcy one I'm getting up to speed on. Big Tiff and I shared a stream covering that just to get a better understanding. I have also, there's a company called Bending Spoons US LLC that has purchased StreamYard, which is a platform that most of us use. And they've now brought them in-house, if you will. But they're also planning to buy this year, most likely, other big companies because they're a digital platform. They're conglomerate, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at, you love these keywords, Medium and Bumble. Oh. You can tie both those words to Laura, right?
Yeah.
So it'll all be under one happy family umbrella. So I've been following Luca Ferrari, it's out of Milan, Italy. So it's right up my alley, right?
Well, isn't that Ryan Reynolds though too?
I didn't see his name in anything I researched, but I didn't associate the two. But you're right. Maybe I should.
I thought somebody mentioned to me that he was either an investor or he was involved in Bending Spoons, which if you want to add that to the legal situation with Blake Lively and the way they've been trying to control the content on that makes it very curious as to why it was purchased.
Yeah, because if it's purchased to shut us down as a big investor, maybe, right? To stop people from talking, that's one way to do it, right? Buy it. Yeah.
Well, it's not just that you can pull. I mean, they would be able to technically pull your library. Yeah.
Oh, good point. Yeah. You're right.
And maybe, I don't even know if they could dig in and see what was going on, in a green room or, in the private chat. So it exposes a lot of question marks for me when you think about him being involved as a potential investor and the legal situation he finds himself in. Auntie M, thanks for the 2. I support bringing back public shaming. I do too. It really helps, people stop doing certain things if they get embarrassed right out of the chute. And that's something I think that maybe that was not done properly when someone was younger. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not over with yet, Rosalind. That's all I can tell you. It's
like, oh no, it's not over. Definitely not over. Right. But we will be following it very closely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Once I hear some dates regarding the case, I'll shoot you an email. Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I appreciate your time this morning. And I know Jay appreciates it, though he's too selfish to say it. And then, Jay, what have you got going on today?
I was going to say, no, I do appreciate it. Reach out to me at any time.
Thank you.
I would have you on any time. Tonight, I am going to do People Watch tonight. Tomorrow is my retrial watch with catch-up. And then I got People Watch Friday night, and of course, Saturday afternoon is the big show with Just J Hip and Starcasm at 12:30. So no, I have 4 shows coming up in the next 48 hours.
It's wonderful. And I think Nick Starro is doing a fundraiser for you tomorrow. Is that correct, Rob?
I did not know.
Yeah, I think I saw that promoted this morning.
Wow. Yeah. Sometimes due to this also, but prior, I don't sleep well.
Yeah.
So I'm more of a night owl, right? So I'm up really late, and then in the morning I look like this to join, hence the press hat, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's harder to catch everything, especially currently, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're getting beep, 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 beep on your phone from multiple platforms. I'm like, shut up. And I suffer from cluster migraines.
Ooh.
Yeah, not fun. And obviously this week has kicked them up. So I've been taking my medication appropriately, but they're timed. So you can only take them certain times and they're not lasting. So then it's like pitch dark, no sound, whatever. So I've been dealing with that too for a while now, but it's been
sorry to hear that.
this past week or so. So with that said, I'm not always checking and looking to see things because some of the screens like this white is just enough.
Oh, you can change it. There should be a little switch.
Dark.
Switch to dark because I keep mine on dark. I have to. It's
and when I stream
too
mine's
much.
dark too, so, because just for that simple reason.
Yeah. I've got I have like bifurcated sleep patterns, so I'll sleep for like 4 hours and then I'll be awake for 2.5, 3 hours and then sleep again for another 4. Which once you stop calling it insomnia and you just call it bifurcated sleep.
Yeah. You've now labeled it. You can live with it. Exactly.
Yeah, it's less stressful. Psychological judo.
I'll just say this. What you're going through with Laura Owens, take it as a joke, actually. Honestly, you can crowdfund any sort of legal representation you need. You have support. You have Rosalind, myself, probably, I'm sure, Megan Fox, Tug. There's so many people that'll be behind you should you need it. I would take it as a joke. I wouldn't take it as serious. Look at Laura Owens. She's not a serious person. All right, she is a joke. All right, so I wouldn't be sweating about this. I would actually take it as kind of a joke and have some fun with it.
And I am having fun, but keep in mind it's not over yet. So that's right back here. Like anything could happen. That's kind of where you're at.
But no, I did the same thing. I mean, I got my desist letter from Dummy, and I sent her lawyer a email back and I said, "Good evening, Doritos. Could you please ask your psychopathic client retarded wife to stop contacting?" All right. And then she sued me the next day and it didn't go for her. All right. So no, I mean, just you have to know who you're dealing with.
Right.
And she's not a smart person. You're fine, man.
And it's only because my name's on it. It could have been anybody. You know what I mean? It just happens to be my name. I'm the target this time, so I'm thinking ahead too for others. So if I can do what I can do with this case to hopefully prevent futures, then I hope I can pull that off with my legal representation currently. We'll see, right?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I pray. I pray a lot,
Yeah.
You can even ask her. You could suggest maybe she transfers over the lawsuit against you to me. I'm comfortable with that.
Let me call my lawyer right now. Hold on.
Yeah, that's right. Can you just name Just J Hip Hop in that filing too, please? I'm going to see where I can send you guys because I'm going to call it. One, I've just been drinking coffee and now I really need to use the restroom.
Yeah, I ran out of my coffee. I need more.
Rosalind's frozen.
Am I frozen?
Yes.
Frozen.
Every time I open a new window, I get frozen.
Every time I see your name, I want to go doop, 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 go, girl.
Okay.
That's okay.
Let's see. Who's online right now? Where would you guys like to go? We've got Mr. Coop is live. If you want to stop by and say hello.
Nope, no, not Mr. Coop. He tried to Nope.
I don't have anybody. It looks like Pretty Antisocial is members only. So I'm gonna send it over to Coop. You can say hi or not. You guys are grown-ups, you know where you want to go. And I want to appreciate all of you, or let you know how much I appreciate all of you coming and joining us this morning. And supporting Rob. And yeah, it was good to just see everybody in chat too. Oh wait, we got another one. Hang on. Fletcher Boy says Jay secretly signed a dating contract, but he used an alias. Oh. Thanks for the 5, Fletcher Boy.
Yeah.
Don't tell me Augie. My wife is very upset about this.
Okay. All right. So let me make sure I hit save. I did close that. And I guess I will be streaming this evening, covering What the Hales stuff. Got 2 special guests joining me. So if that's your thing, if that's your bag, come and hang out with me this evening, 5 o'clock Central. Otherwise, as always, see you in the tubes.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. What are you looking at? Wipe that face off your head, bitch.
Hit the like, make a comment.
Buy the merch.
Buy the damn merch.
Don't you freak out or fall in love? Let laughter be the sound. Why the hell not? If fun's not in your plan.